The opinions and views expressed by individuals during this broadcast are their own and may not be the same as this network, their groups, or other organizations they may be involved with.
It's Thursday night, the vibe's just right. With Master Rochi, Mama Rochi, brightest light. Turn up the volume, let your troubles slide. On the Knock Network, we take you for a ride. Great music fills your soul and mind. Every week a new surprise you will find. Peace and love in every beat so sweet. Join the journey, feel the rhythm in your feet. Namaste to the night, let's groove so high. With the Rochi crew, we'll touch the sky. Tune in every week, let the good times flow. Thursday night vibes, a place to go. Yes, to bring the fire, stories to inspire. With hearts wide open, we take it higher. Spreading joy and laughter, every single show. On the Knock Network, come and feel the glow. In the studio, the magic unfolds. Every Thursday night the story's told. With love and harmony the stage is set. Master Rochi, Mama Rochi, you can't forget. Namaste to the night, let's groove so high. With the Rochi crew, we'll touch the sky. Tune in every week, let the good times flow. Thursday night vibes, a place to go.
Namaste, salutations, and greetings. We're having some technical difficulty tonight. We are just, I think, on the Knock Network only because
I don't know.
because we're having some issues with Facebook. We're also on Rumble, and I do believe YouTube.
Yeah.
Well, happy Juneteenth,
Happy Juneteenth.
and how's your day been?
It's been an okay day.
Okay, day.
It hasn't been a bad day.
Right on.
Tired. I've been tired today. But I spent a lot of the day outside.
Well, very good. Very good. Well, I've had a pretty decent day too. I have a bean cat on my lap, a large, of course, black cat. So he has decided that he is the perfect shape
To sit there,
Can you?
stop the dings.
Yeah, turn the dings. We can do less of the dings.
Oh, I'm sorry. There,
So,
I turned them off. Okay. The dings are off.
yeah, well, you guys are going to be talking about the first day of summer tomorrow on the Groove Train.
Yep.
And that is this is my favorite. I think the summer solstice is one of my favorite. I don't know, holidays or whatever.
Times of the year.
Times of the year. This is just weather-wise. It's generally not too bad yet. I mean, still a little bit of rain and some storms around, but it's not god awfully hot or high humidity.
Right.
And it's just a really nice time of year.
It is. Sorry, I'm hurrying as fast as I
Are
can.
you hurrying as fast as you can?
I am.
Well, the other thing that we're going to talk about tonight is where are all the pollinators gone? And it's pretty obvious, but I love the spring too. And late June, middle of June, all the lightning bugs have come out.
And I've been watching them outside at night.
Well, growing up, our yard looked like a galaxy. There were hundreds of lightning bugs. And, actually when we first moved here,
It did last night.
did it? But I've really noticed
There's been a severe drop off of fireflies.
a
And-
noticeable drop.
So here's what the cause of that is. And I don't know if you're aware as well as the cause of that is manicured lawns. We talked about this with the pollinators. In the summer, wait to cut your grass because in those dead leaves and all that stuff from the winter is where all of our bugs are hibernating for the winter or gestating or, through the winter months. So you've got that 3-month period there where our bugs and our pollinators are hibernating for the winter.
Mhm.
Well, what happens is everybody wants their manicured lawns and their trimmed bushes and all the leaves cleaned up and all the sticks and everything cleaned away. And what happens when we do that?
Not us.
What happens when we do that is we take away all of those pollinators because we're taking away their homes.
Yeah, we're taking away their habitats. And, that is a big thing is, the use of pesticides is a big
That's a
issue.
big one too.
But we'll kind of talk about that a little bit more later in the show. Loss of habitat is a huge issue. And again, this comes from a lot of the manicured lawns and, pulling up all the weeds and everything. But that is a lot of the food, the building material that our insects and our pollinators need in order to survive. And that goes with butterflies also.
Yeah, butterflies, bees, lightning bugs. I mean, a lot of our pollinators.
Mhm.
We don't think about that when we're out cleaning up the yard. We think about how we want our yard to look nice, but
Well,
we need to.
you can still have your yard look nice and then, plant specific plants to help draw in and feed
Right.
the pollinators and different breeds
Can I see your
of caterpillars and butterflies. The big thing is don't clean your yard up too early in the season and don't, let it grow a little bit before winter. You don't have to have that final cut right before the snow falls. And this helps protect our pollinators and all of these other beneficial insects. One of the things that we used to do
I can't see you on your phone. I was trying to find the Knock Network so I could. Yeah.
I'm not sure what.
I was trying to type. I can't see.
Okay.
My phone, everything's real big so I can see it. Your phone, everything's real small. Just type in NOK Network.
Okay. Hold on.
Oh, here. That's good. That's good. That's all
All right.
right there. That's
All right. Are you happy now?
maybe.
Are you happy now? No, one of the games that we used to play with campers when I worked at a summer camp. Yes, I worked at a summer camp
Uh-huh.
for a couple of years.
Uh-huh.
I was the camp medic. Yes, and that's back when I had hair.
Do you have hair?
I did. In fact, I had so much hair that one of the times before meeting the parents, dropping their kids off, because they had to talk to me about medication and any other issues or
People have to
allergies.
wait for the dog.
They put my hair up in a bun.
Oh, you had a bun? You had a man bun?
No, I had like a French braided.
You had like a man bun.
A French braid bun.
Master Rochi with a man bun.
Yeah. They had me in
Hi, DC Sweets. Hi, JR. Hi, Ted. Hi, Kim.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Talking about our insects, friends, and the loss of habitat. and there's a lot of stuff, you know, that.
Yes, I gotta let her whiny butt out. There it goes. Sorry. She wasn't about to stop, was she?
No, she was just getting going. But yeah, the loss of habitat is a big thing because of all of our keeping up with our neighbors and you know how we think lawns should look. You know, I encourage, even if you have a small in town lawn, you know, take a corner of it and just let it go wild. You know, literally just go wild over the summer. It doesn't have to be a large space, but even you know, putting that much back when we moved here, the property was in pretty bad shape. So I cut down and burned and tore out a bunch of scrub and saplings and just trash that had started growing up.
Yeah, we got a lot of that that needs to be done again, but we leave a lot of the weird stuff that like people normally wouldn't leave grow in their yard.
Well, the other thing is, I promised everybody, the wildlife and all, that I would return the habitat better than you know what I had taken out. Since then, we've planted all kinds of bushes, trees, and you know other plants and stuff that are benefiting, and we're starting to see a return of all the wildlife.
I can't see the comments, but I'm still here.
You're
I don't
still
know who's typing. I still share it. I can't see the
Oh, hi
comments.
Shane. Hello.
Hi, Shane.
Yeah,
I can see him on my phone. But can't see him on your phone.
right. Well, hi, Kim Cooper. Hello, hello. The Green Queen of the North.
Right?
Oh, I'll tell you what, I love Kim.
So something that I was reading too about our pollinators is a lot of the insecticides and a lot of the weed killers that we are spraying are killing our pollinators. The weed killers, not just the insecticides. I mean, I know a lot of people spray insecticides on their lawn to keep gnats, mosquitoes, and the no-see-um bugs down. But when we're doing that, we're also killing our beneficial bugs.
Yes.
And I don't think a lot of people realize that.
Well, it's kind of I don't want to say indiscriminate, but I will say indiscriminate use of herbicides and pesticides. And, you know, some of the stuff that's just over the counter.
Right.
Is very, very potent.
Very toxic.
Very toxic. And, you know, if you don't follow the directions, you can.
And, you know, that goes for using those kind of things. We shouldn't be using any of that. We should be all natural.
But face the fact, all natural doesn't
out there.
doesn't do the same job.
Well, no, I know it doesn't as well, but at what cost? You know what I mean? So do we really want to risk losing all the pollinators, all the lightning bugs, all these things that beautify our lives, that sustain us, because we need the pollinators to grow crops. I don't know if I've seen a million people posting pictures of their zucchini that came out this much and didn't grow the rest of the way because they weren't pollinated properly. And a lot of that has to do with not having enough pollinators in the area. Same thing with their tomatoes and their cucumbers, where it's the nub and the bottom turns black. Well, that's having not being pollinated properly. And I've seen more and more people posting, what's going on with my tomatoes? What's going on with my cucumbers? Well, that's what's going on, is they haven't been properly pollinated, therefore they don't grow.
And, you know, also that could be, you know, they're using these herbicides and pesticides in their garden. And and it's kind of hitting a critical mass. It's killing beneficial, and it's killing you know, the bugs and stuff that are causing the problems. You know, we've had this debate for as long as I can remember about, you know, do we have to have picture perfect produce on the grocery shelves? you know, we can't, are we too good to eat apples with spots on?
Well, and a lot of the stuff that they spray to keep the apples and the fruits and all those, like, everything looking so perfect, all the waxes and everything that they put on that just hold in the pesticides and everything else that we shouldn't be consuming. Even if you wash your fruit, you're not going to get that stuff off.
No, it's almost impossible. That's, grow your own.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we're trying to do that. I still have a couple trees I want to put out this year. If
Well, a lot of my herbs didn't come up.
Herbs?
Herbs.
Aren't herbs weeds?
Kind of. I mean, anything is a weed if you look at it that way.
But don't herbs grow like weeds?
Some of them. It's really weird stuff that didn't come up too. Like my mint didn't come up. And mint usually spreads like wildfire, and that didn't come up this year. So I don't know if my seeds are old, or you know what I mean. So it's just
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Seeds, tend to keep for a long time
if stored properly, right? Yeah.
So
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either. It's
What about cilantro? Do we have enough cilantro planting?
Well, I mean, I know I have it coming up in one pot for sure, but I don't know if you guys know this. Cilantro and coriander are the same herb. The difference is when you allow your cilantro to flower out and go to seed, that seed is coriander. So I was unaware of that. I planted cilantro in a pot, and then I planted coriander in a pot, not realizing it was the same herb. And so we have cilantro everywhere.
So we're going to have plenty of cilantro, and we have a couple peppers coming on.
I took some pictures, but I didn't upload anything or anything, but took some pictures of our peppers. He's got some of the serranos, the bells, the long skinny ones, right? Are those the serranos?
Those are
Tabasco.
Tabasco
Peppers coming on, and some bell peppers coming on. And our cherry tomatoes are growing. Our zucchini is thriving out there, even though the wind about took it out yesterday. It looks great today. Cucumbers are growing. Let's see. Tomatoes. The tomatoes are humongous.
Mm-hmm.
So we're bound to see tomatoes coming.
And now, once again, I bring them home and I plant them. And Crystal says, well, that one will probably survive. I don't think the other one will.
I'm the one that deals with them. I've been out there doing it.
And now what do you think?
I think we're doing all right.
They are looking good.
They're looking good. My broccoli's coming up.
Oh, yay. As long as that's as far away from the house as possible.
I actually planted the broccoli in a rain bag. So yeah. Nope, everything's looking good out there. Some stuff didn't come up. I'm going to have to replant some herbs, but they're herbs that come on pretty quick. So that's not a big deal. It was very strange though. Like my rosemary and my thyme, neither one of them came up, which is just weird because I've never had an issue growing either of those.
I don't know. Maybe they're old seeds.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Because we have some very old seeds and some very new seeds.
Kim says our garden's doing awesome.
Right on. Right on.
It's a coming along. And it's weird this year because we have a garden out in the yard, like a big 10 by 20 garden. Probably bigger than that. But we didn't plant anything in the garden this year. The only thing growing in the garden is ragweed. Instead, this year we decided to do everything in pots or around the patio. So all we have to do, rather than having, we'd still have flowers, but rather than having just flowers, we have all of our vegetables growing around the patio as well. So all we have to do is walk out the back door, grab one, take it in, and go to town,
Yep, vegetables and on the short side, neighbor side of the house.
Yep.
Is where everything is.
Along the fence, and she's going to drive me crazy tonight.
Yeah.
Along the fence and around the patio.
right on. I don't, yeah, I think Steve-O's back with us.
I'm not sure if he's there or not.
Yeah, our executive producer and engineer, Sir Steve-O, who always does such a great job, such a great guy.
He is a great guy.
But he's having some issues this evening, so he's going to be kind of in and out. But I was going to see if Steve-O is around.
Mm-hmm. If he could throw up a song.
Yeah, maybe throw up some Rude Punch. And I'll tell you what, these guys are good. They are really good. I am so excited about going
to Herbal Roots.
Herbal Roots in 2 weeks.
Not this weekend, next weekend.
So 2 weeks.
No, a week and 2 days.
A week and 2 days for in Nelson. And I tell you what, if you have
at where else?
Pardon me?
Where else campground?
Where else campground?
Where else campground?
Where else campground? If you're not doing anything in 2 weekends, not this weekend, next weekend.
the 28th.
Come out and join us. We are going to be camping at the event. So, come out, hang out, and enjoy this. But this is going to be the headlining band, Rude Punch. And if we don't play them now, we'll get back to them a little bit later.
But it's going to be a good time.
Right on. Well, I think Sir Steve-O is still out. So that's
okay. No big deal.
That is fine. Fine. But as we're talking about
I'm here. I'm here.
Oh,
okay. We're just winging it, buddy.
Not a problem. But if you'd like to play some Rude Punch for us, I think everybody would dig that.
Flashback 1993, singing circle sweating with a bright-eyed girl for you. La la la, la 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 la, la la la, la 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 la, long time when they play my favorite song. La da da da, gotta play it all night long. Come on, come on, when they play my favorite song. Turn up the radio. La da da da, gotta play it all night long, night long, night long. Come on, come on, when they play my favorite song. Turn up the radio. La da da da, gotta play it all night long, night long, night long, night long, night long, night long, night long. Yeah, I think you're going to enjoy this band too.
I think I am. I'm digging it. So yeah, that's going to be a good time.
Does Rude Punch give you that
Gives me that,
groovy feeling?
that I just kind of want to bounce.
That groovy feeling?
I like the reggae pop stuff. I mean, and it's not just reggae because they kind of mix a little pop groove into it. So it's kind of a reggae pop, but I'm really liking it.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely
Hi,
reggae.
Kim Marston.
Definitely reggae. But,
So
yeah, I'm digging them, and you can catch them as a headlining musical act. Not this weekend, next weekend.
at Herbal Roots Canna-Fest at Warehouse Campground in Nelson, Illinois on June 28th. Doors open, I believe, at 10 a.m. Maybe. Oh, I better check that.
Yeah, she better check that.
I better check
But
that.
come out. I'll be emceeing the event. We will be doing some live streaming. Come out, talk to us, get interviewed, tell us what you think about it. Honestly, this is one of
Noon.
doors open at noon. Some absolutely amazing vendors. It is my favorite event of the season. So come out and join us at Herbal Roots.
Yeah, so if you tried our pre-rolls and you liked them, that was from Peaceful Pines. Peaceful Pines is one of the big sponsors.
Absolutely.
So make sure you guys come out. It's going to be a really good time. All the glass blowers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know what? We took a little too long on that first part of the show, so we are also up for an intermission.
You want to go right into it, do you?
Yeah, let's go ahead and get going into the intermission and get it done.
Like
since we're
Shane
so
said, this is
close.
definitely a cool. That is a catchy song. I was sitting here kind of bouncing.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna have more Root Punch coming to you tonight also, and then of course next week we'll play even more. They have a couple of albums out. They are an amazing group. They're from Iowa.
They are from Iowa, and they are a working band out playing, making it happen. And we are all about supporting bands that are out trying to make it happen.
That's it. Yes, any working artists, comedians. Yes, we are looking for you to highlight you on the show. So if you have, especially videos, we love videos. Send those to us, and we'll see about getting you up.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We're going to do that knock intermission if he's there.
If he's there.
Hey, hi, my name is John Mark, aka Sublimator Warrior, and I would like to welcome you to Smoke Signal in Tyndinaga.
One dab make your whole dome drip sweat. One dab make the homies all dip set. One dab, only really need one dab. One dab.
Smoke Signal is a medical dispensary where you can get all your products and needs.
Start vaping a whole bunch. Might just start laying up the blunts. God. Ooey, ooey, gooey, that's a sticky dab. Sticky dab. Might just have to put this one on Instagram. Go and hold it in, feel it in your ribs.
So come and check us out in Tyndinaga. 55 Highway 49 in Tyndinaga. It's on the res, and we're open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week.
Are you a Northern Ontario resident searching for credible information on cannabis as a medicine? No Sir is here to help. Established in 2013, Northern Ontario Cannabis Education and Resources is here for you. No Sir Director Kim Cooper brings you 45 plus years experience utilizing cannabis as a medicine, and she is spreading that education across the North. Activism, referrals, resources, and more at No Sir. Don't be a jackass. Say no, sir, to propaganda with No Sir. Find them at www.nocer.ca.
Advertising space available at NOK. Contact us for a rate sheet at knocknetwork.com.
Dudes and dudettes, enjoy the show, man.
Well, I hope you're enjoying the show as much as we're enjoying having you here. I need to.
So I was I'm dancing to the music at the beginning.
Yes, you were. Yes, you were.
Me and Lily were standing here in the middle of the floor, and she was dancing with me.
And you were dancing to Rude Punch.
And I was dancing to Rude Punch.
Yes,
Yeah.
you were.
Yeah, no, Kim Cooper is looking for old, like, rowboats, like little boats, like, like a flat bottom boat or just old fishing boats. And she's going to fill them with soil and make flower beds.
Oh, right.
I don't know if she's going to make flower beds, but she's going to make vegetable beds.
Yeah, like a raised bed.
Raised beds. Yes, raised beds. That's what she's doing. So that's what she's doing.
Called raised beds. Good idea, Kim. Good idea.
So she's on the hunt for old boats.
Well, I would say up where you live, there's probably a lot of them.
Right. So I was like, in kind of the theme of things, we were talking about we were talking about pesticides. And I was reading about the Irish Spring thing, and I know a lot of people say, oh, Irish Spring doesn't work. Well, if you do it properly, it will deter some of the harmful pesky bugs that we don't like.
Yeah, we're going to try it this year if we see the Japanese beetles emerge again.
Well, that or any of the bugs that are eating the roses.
Yeah.
You can actually shave it and dissolve it in water, Irish Spring, and mist your plants with it, and it will not hurt your fruits and vegetables as long as you're not doing it consistently. Do it and let it go, and then do it and let it go. I mean, if you do it too much, obviously too much of anything is negative. Right. But we're going to try that and see how it works with the Japanese beetles, because that was the main thing that we're trying to deter is the Japanese beetles in the fall. And I think that they start about next month.
Yeah, when you start seeing signs of them. But no, it's just like anything else that you're growing, when you're using especially foliar types of sprays and stuff, follow the directions
A lot of the foliars you should use at night.
Yeah, I always use foliars at night. You have much less a chance of burning your plants. Don't use foliars during the day. But what I'm saying is, use it, wait to see the results, and then gauge the next use, unless, the directions specifically say use repeatedly for so many days, then, do it. Just don't go overboard, and watch your mixtures.
We used the FOOP because FOOP at one time was a sponsor. And I noticed with the FOOP spray, the FOOP foliar spray, the FOOP mist, I tend not to try to spray it on the leaves. I tend to spray it on the top of the soil.
Oh, okay.
Reason being, there were a few of our plants last year that we sprayed it on the leaves, and I could actually see brown spots from the FOOP mist. And I don't know if it was residue from the mist itself or what.
Okay, because you know what FOOP's made of?
Fish shit. So I tried to spray the soil with it, and I noticed that even spraying just the top of the soil with it when you water, your plants are getting those nutrients. So it's something to consider.
Just very diluted.
Diluted, yeah.
But find out, see how the plants respond to anything, such as an insecticide, or watch your herbicides.
Kim Cooper says Pine Sol works too.
Pine Sol. Used Pine Sol for a lot of things, but I don't think we've ever used that for an insecticide.
Now, I heard that Pine Sol actually works well to put in spray bottles to mist your yard to keep down on mosquitoes.
Okay.
I read that. So, I mean, do some research. There's lots of granted, Pine Sol is not natural, and Irish Spring is not completely natural, but a little bit more less harsh, less invasive,
less harmful
ideas for pesticides and those kind of things.
Right. And, again, a lot of it is, people not mixing it as directed and killing off way too much or overusing. And yes, you may have a beautiful lawn and garden, but if you're not producing anything because you killed off all the pollinators, then what good is it?
What good is having a nice looking yard?
Yeah, if everything's dead.
So along with that, like for weed killer, we just use salt and vinegar, basically, a little bit of dish soap. It's nothing too harmful. It won't hurt the animals.
Yep.
And it doesn't kill pests, but it will kill your weeds.
And it's used sparingly and only about twice a year. I first try to hand weed everything, get that out. And this is around, the gravel around the pool area and stuff. And then I'll go in and spray limited amounts of that, and that'll take care of anything else for the summer. But, my first choice is always go in and tear it out by the roots and go dump it in the pile. Everything else is dumped.
Kim says flies and mosquitoes don't like the smell of Pine Sol. Good to wash the deck with. We don't have a deck. We have a concrete patio.
No, we got rid of the deck and put in a concrete patio. I've had decks, and sometimes the upkeep is just not worth it. So I decided to tear out the small deck and put in a great big concrete patio.
But I mean, it's not, our patio's nice, and we run flowers all the way around it, up against it, and vegetables this year all the way around it. So.
And if I ever have the time and the money and the energy, either put a pergola over it or screen it in.
And I'm seriously thinking about turning it into a catio. Seriously considering it.
Why not? It's a cat house.
Considering it, because I would like for one of our fur babies that doesn't get to go out and get much exercise to go out and get a little bit more room to roam.
Well, that makes two of them.
Kim Cooper says for grass bugs use apple cider vinegar with mint oil.
Mint oil works well.
And apple cider vinegar. The problem with apple cider vinegar is, and this is in any bug trap, it attracts bugs. So I don't know if you've noticed, apple cider vinegar kills bugs, but it also attracts them as well.
Tracks them and kills them.
So that's kind of my the only negative thought I have on that. Other than that, I think that's a great thing to use.
But, you know, along with the, I started on this subject, and this is what I wanted to get to.
Pollinators.
No, it was about a game or an activity that we used to do at camp.
Oh, okay.
And
Oh, that was a while ago.
yeah, it was a while back. But this all ties in. It was a great big, I don't know how many feet of yarn, and it was colored and tied in different colors. And each color represented a part of the ecosystem.
Mm-hmm.
You know, fish, plants, mammals, and it got down to different bird species and stuff.
Right.
So everybody would have a color to hold.
Mm-hmm.
And what we were showing is like the use of pesticides. Once the insects go,
Then the birds go,
the pollinators, well, then the plants start to go,
and the birds.
and the birds, and you know, and pretty soon the whole ecosystem collapses.
Right.
You know, that's a drastic thing, but you know, we're seeing it kind of before our eyes with the loss of these pollinators, and it's getting really scary. I want to put out bees. I want to put out a hive.
I'm allergic.
Well, we'll get you an EpiPen. So, I mean, I think it would be nice to you know, hopefully have some pollinators and reestablish the colonies around here.
I see Daniel Wright is watching. Dab and Daniel.
Hello, Dab and Daniel. We were just talking about
Herbal Roots Cannabis.
Herbal Roots, and this is the man, Dab and Daniel, that has done all of the merchandising for Herbal Roots. And I'll tell you what,
He's going to be running the merchandise booth at Herbal Roots.
he has something, I guarantee, for everyone. He was showing us last week.
Mm-hmm.
All of the different stuff. And I tell you what, if you can't find a hat you like, you're just too damn particular, because he's got something for everybody.
Absolutely.
This is going to be a great event.
It is. It is. It is. And I'm going to be running around taking pictures. That's going to be my job.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
Or I'll give Guy a camera and I'll take a camera, and then, you know.
Well, I might keep a camera on me too.
Well, have two.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
I'll take both of them. I'll put on my camera vest.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
You want to see a real nerd, Master Rochi, with his camera vest.
Well,
Wayne Cruz.
hello, Wayne Cruz. Namaste to Tombstone. All right.
Did you see his new cut? Oh, you didn't see it?
No, I haven't.
Oh, he got just the stash and the really thin line.
The soul patch.
The soul patch going down. And he looks,
on.
can you picture him with that, with his glasses and his hat?
I can.
He got the soul patch going on.
I tell you what, he is. I got to get to Tombstone to see his performances. You know, he is one of those people that actually make these places come alive.
Oh yeah, because he lives his character.
Yeah, I mean, this is what you go to Tombstone for, and we are lucky enough
to have him as part of the Knock Network.
Yeah, to have him part of the Knock Network. You know,
waking up with the Waniac,
making a name and a legend for himself in Tombstone.
Absolutely.
So, well, what about another round of Rude Punch?
Yeah, let's do that if he's there.
All right. Steve-O, if you are around, my friend, would you like to serve us another round of Rude Punch? All right, you say.
line and you're standing in the rain, no shoes upon your feet, here we go again. If you're walking all alone, barefooted on the street, feel the weight of the world when the world is at your feet. When you get a little hand and it still just ain't enough, just to get you by till you're sitting out of love. I can see it in your eyes that you're never giving up, never throw the towel, never say that it's too tough. Keep looking up ahead and keep walking to the beat, positivity, that is where you gotta be. Someday soon you're gonna find out what it means, go with the flow, that is where you find me. Smooth sailing, that's how it's got to be. Smooth sailing, that's all I want for me. Smooth sailing, that's how it's got to be. Smooth sailing, that's all I want for me. When you give it all you got and you still ain't pushing through, keep up the pressure when the pressure is on you. If you're sleeping life away, dreaming of your exceptions, never build a dream filled with only intention. You're living up your best life, thinking that you might like walking on the other side. The grass will always be green when you're looking for better things, but what you want isn't what you're gonna need. You gotta rock the boat to keep the ship from tipping. Trust your intuition, you're the captain of the mission. Life's too short for you to keep complaining. Go with the flow, is what I've been saying. Smooth sailing, that's how it's got to be. Smooth sailing, that's all I want for me. Smooth sailing, that's how it's got to be. Smooth sailing, that's all I want for me. Smooth sailing, that's how it's got to be. Smooth sailing, that's all I want for me. Smooth sailing, that's how it's got to be. Smooth sailing, that's all I want for me. Smooth sailing, that's how it's got to be. Smooth sailing, that's all I want for me. Smooth sailing, that's how it's got to be. Smooth sailing, that's all I want for me. That's all I want for me.
Here we are.
We are back. I tell you what, Rude Punch, if you did not get a vibe boost from that song, I don't know what it would take.
I'm gonna so have so much fun next weekend.
I am looking forward to it. Again, the Herbal Roots Canna Fest at
Where Else Campground in Nelson, Illinois on June 28th. Gates open at noon. No alcohol. This is a cannabis only event.
and we are going to be camping out and also emceeing the event. Rude Punch is the headlining event. Come out, check out all of the fantastic sponsors, vendors, food trucks. I'll tell you what, my favorite event of the season.
It is. And this is one that we do not miss.
Nope, we do not miss this event.
No.
At all.
No. And I saw Guy was in the comments. Guy Cooksey. He is the proprietor of that event.
Oh, one thing.
What? Oh, this show is brought to you by Master Rochi's Garden, masterrochesgarden.com, where you can find all your hemp needs.
All your hemp derivative needs, check out our CBD line. We have mixed in additional cannabinoids. I'll tell you what, our Golden Medley is one of our best sellers, and so is our Ambrosia Nights. And don't forget to get our world-renowned beard oil while you're there. Yes, world famous, world renowned. We have shipped that beard oil literally all
over the world.
All over the world. You know, we were talking about our annoying but necessary friends and pollinators that are the creepy crawlies. Yeah, the biggest threat, the two biggest threats that they face are the destruction of habitat.
Yep.
And pesticides.
Yep.
So, you know, please be careful cleaning up your yard in the fall. Even let a part of your yard go wild to restore a little bit of the habitat. Also, if you have bird baths or want to do something good for the butterflies and bees.
Bee watering fountains are a great idea.
Yes, bee watering fountains, or even a small shallow container with some rocks and water. To give them a place to land and drink, especially as it starts to get out of the rainy season, so to speak, and into the summer heat.
Into the summer heat. Ooh, it's going to be a warm one this week.
Yeah. You know, pesticides is something I do worry about, because when we kill the insects, we end up killing the bats and the birds.
It's a chain reaction.
Yeah. You know, if you want to get rid of mosquitoes, get a bat house. And I know people put up bat houses 2-3 years ago and still waiting for bats. You know, it's kind of like build it and they will come, maybe. But, you know, to attract bats, the house is very good, but also having a water source for them, like a bird bath or something for them to drink, that is another huge plus to have bats. Anyway, I think I've covered everything I wanted to talk about this evening. For the most part.
Yeah. So anyways.
Yeah.
Are you ready for the event?
Oh, I am. And we will be coming to you next Thursday before we head out to the event. Hope to see everybody there. Come out, camp with us. Stop by. We're going to be live streaming and recording some of the events. So come out.
Steve-O's going to be with us.
Yeah, Steve-O's going to be there with us. Come talk to us, get interviewed. Maybe you'll be on a clip. You never know.
Come hang out. Just come hang out.
Just come hang out. So would you like to say goodnight, Crystal?
I would. I would like to say goodnight. So happy Juneteenth for everybody that's celebrating that. You guys, it's going to get warm this week. Stay hydrated. Get out and enjoy some sunshine and smile at somebody. You may be the only person that does.
And have a safe and wonderful weekend. Join us tomorrow night for the Groove Train here on the Groove Train channel.
Tomorrow. At 9.
At 9.
The Groove Train.
The Groove Train.
Choo-choo.
Choo-choo. Cuckoo-cuckoo. With Steve-O, Ashley, Mama Rochi.
And maybe some special
guests. So Guest host. Until then, and as always, peace, love, and good vibes. Good night, and thank you all.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Bye. It's Thursday night, the vibe's just right. With Master Rochi, Mama Rochi, brightest light. Turn up the volume, let your troubles slide. On the Knock Network, we take you for a ride. Great music fills your soul and mind. Every week a new surprise you will find. Peace and love in every beat so sweet. Join the journey, feel the rhythm in your feet. Namaste to the night, let's groove so high. With the Rochi crew, we'll touch the sky. Tune in every week, let the good times flow. Thursday night vibes, a place to go. Yes, to bring the fire, stories to inspire. With hearts wide open, we take it higher. Spreading joy and laughter, every single show. On the Knock Network, come and feel the glow. In the studio, the magic unfolds. Every Thursday night the story's told. With love and harmony the stage is set. Master Rochi, Mama Rochi, you can't forget. Namaste to the night, let's groove so high. With the Rochi crew we'll touch the sky. Tune in every week, let the good times flow. Thursday night vibes, a place to go.